Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures. Hope you guys have had a good week. Here we get together with a bunch of my nerdy friends and we play D&D. Yeah, D&D. We have, let's see, you guys left off.
I have announcements.
Oh, you have an announcement. I apologize. Announcements.
No, it's just a thank you from all of us players for the Forgotten World Adventures. Just like to thank the people watching, and for me who controls the studio, Nathan. Also, thanks for the support of doing this.
Absolutely. Thank you guys, because seriously, like, even if it's not a massive audience, anyone there watching, like, gives us reason to keep going.
Yes, it's great. We've had some pretty nice feedback and some talking with the people.
We have,
and we just want to continue that. We just, like you keep saying, we want to create this community and we want to make it grow into a really good D&D community.
Absolutely, because I mean, we all enjoy the hobby. The more we can do with it and grow it, the more influence we can have over time. Because you guys, those of you who are watching, most likely understand like the fun and the impact that this can have on your lives and others around you that enjoy it. Anyways,
that's it.
Off the serious note,
I just wanted to say thanks at the beginning.
Yes,
it's been great so far. We've almost hit 3 months.
Let's see.
It's episode 11.
We're episode 11. So next month will be next. Yeah.
Well, no, because we started at 0. This is 12.
So this is 12. So this is officially the 3-month period. It's crazy. It's cool. All right, you guys. Let's see. We left off last time. You were at the shrine still. You had been trying to figure a way. Yeah. Been trying to figure a way out how to cleanse the stone. Credence decided he was going to pray to Freya, and he went through quite a ritual to do that. You guys went and got the things needed to offer to her. Some snowdrop and a large fish. You ended up meeting a very, very large fish.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's always a bigger fish.
Yeah.
Was there a bigger fish than that?
Somewhere. I know there is a bigger one than that somewhere.
His name's Leviathan? Please, it prefers Nessie.
No,
I prefer Leviathan.
His name is Ethan. His last name is Levi. Sometimes people call him Levi Ethan.
Levi Ethan. All right. No. Once you dealt with that and barely made it out with your lives, Caleb.
I made it out pretty scot-free, really.
Yeah.
I got just about as low on health during the assassin fight, so
It's true. You were able to make it back. You gave the items needed and then rested while Credence was doing his ritual. You provoked some people while you were on your rest and ended up causing another attack upon your people. And
No, she caused her people to attack us.
yeah, she caused upon your group. Caused your people to attack the group. Yes, the group doesn't exactly know that really yet, but they may be getting suspicious. Since someone actually, I think, does know that.
I do know that. I mean, what?
Anyways, that happened. You guys were after that went down. Freya actually did respond and gave a small potion that you used to cleanse the stone, and then Key decided to touch it, and while it seems to have helped him, he freaked out and shook it off of himself everywhere, and he lost a reusable potion. So
it was climbing up my arms. I wasn't just gonna go, ooh, pretty. It's more of a
yeah. It reacted in such a fashion that I can understand the freak out session, but I'm just saying that happened.
We are Venom.
Yeah, right. So you guys then got your rest. You've leveled up, and you wake in the morning. It is crisp and dewy on the ground. You can see, like, near you, it is crisp and dewy. About 20 feet out from you, the rest of the place looks frosted. It's almost as if this place has been sheltered from the weather.
We can still get wet, but we can't get cold.
But I apologize, I hadn't mentioned that when you came back with a snowdrop, you didn't just give it to him as an offering. He also planted snowdrop around the entire
we now have a snowdrop
place.
meadow here.
Yeah, you have a small circle of snowdrop around the entire shrine. That even though it's broken down, it is an offering to her, which is pretty cool.
There was one patch I did not plant it in where that dagger was.
Yes, and the dagger that you guys had found, which for those who hadn't seen, this is a dagger of Beshiran, which is another goddess of luck. Who she is not a very nice creature. She's generally aligned to pretty dark things, and he didn't plant around that area. And when they went to go try to find the dagger again after they had been fighting with the assassins, they found the dagger missing. So yeah, but it is now gone. And as I said, you wake up. It seems dewy. It's still crisp and cool, but it's not frozen like frosty. It's not been snowed upon. You can just see that the frost has grown across the ground, and is hanging in some of the trees. So, what are you guys gonna do as you wake up?
Get ready for the day.
Well, you see, I decided to make a pilgrimage to the lake.
Do you actually want to go to the lake?
Yeah, I wanted to see the sunrise on the lake.
Okay, so you wake up and you're by the lake as the sun's rising up over the trees. Because I mean, you still have a fair amount of trees. It is dense forest.
Well, yeah, but if I'm like on the edge of the lake.
Right. Still have dense forest around the whole thing. But yes, you do see the sun rise up over the trees, glistening on the shiny lake that is lightly glazed with ice.
Where's the nearest hill?
The nearest hill?
Like, good vantage point is what I'm looking for.
A good vantage point.
Not necessarily like a sniper sort of like clear line of sight, but enough that I can see the surrounding area.
With the density of the trees, you can't really see beyond very easily.
Okay.
You don't see much of a rise in the pathway beyond, like a few feet. So there's not like a great hill around here. You'd probably have to get up into the trees to see.
Well, is there a good tree to climb then where I can go and sit and pull out a map and start trying some stuff?
You definitely can. Acrobatics check for your climb.
Oh boy.
Don't fall. I'll make fun of you.
14.
All right, you're able to make yourself up most of the way up the tree into the beginnings of the more fragile branches. You don't want to get too high, or else you can end up in trouble. But you pick a decently tall tree that seems like it goes up above most of the others. You're able to get a little bit of advantage. Again, with the density of the forest, you can kind of just see the main trail that's been cut out, where it kind of has openings in between. If you take a look here on this map, this is kind of what you can see. You cannot see here beyond into this very well.
Okay.
But you can see a pathway that leads out to about here in this cutout, where the paths seem to split.
Okay. I start writing that down onto paper, or drawing that out
All right.
as best I can.
Cool.
Which is pretty good, I think.
I'm gonna check the map the Scar gave me.
Okay. The Scar.
Close enough.
It's okay, guys. I don't expect you all to say exactly the way I say it.
Because that map is supposed to be where to take the tier once we found it.
Yes. So you want to take the tier. You look at the map, and it is very crudely drawn. You can see, like, there is a decent line showing what's probably the main road, and it just has a few markers on it. One you can tell is the shrine,
Okay.
and then you can see that it looks like there is something else beyond, to the north of it. You assume it is most likely the place you want to be taking this to, because the other markers on there actually seem like they have more information. This one is a larger marker, but it doesn't really give much info. Probably in some fashion to protect what it is, what the information is. But it is large enough that you assume it's probably the village. I believe he gave it to you and he pointed it out, didn't he?
No.
No, he just gave you the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So-
medallion.
Right. No, yeah. You kind of have the idea of where it should be. So you can show that to the party if you want to
Yep.
make your way. When you show it to Credence, he's like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. Let's get a move on. I'm feeling a mite hungry, and maybe we can make the stop there."
Was Nero there when the orc specifically said, "Hey, you might not want to bring all these people into the village because it might look like an invasion force"?
Were you there? I believe you were not. I believe you were at the.
I
loop,
was
you know?
there though.
No, you were there because you had run back,
Yeah,
and they'd fixed things after you had got there. So,
yeah, I was
you were
trying to
there.
remember because I want to say I was there when that happened.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, no,
Just-
I'll go and point that out. I'm like, I'm sorry, didn't they ask us specifically not to go all of us? Like
Yes.
only pick a couple of a couple of people to go. Specifically him, maybe you,
Yeah.
and that's about it.
Maybe someone who speaks Scar better than anyone else.
Well, I don't believe we should just be leaving y'all behind, though.
No, go on.
Good
We'll be
again.
all right.
We can go together, but you just stay outside the town. Yeah.
They still might not like us bringing an entire group to their town.
I didn't say take them to the town. I said leave them outside.
True, but how hard is it to go? They walked that direction, and go. That's where the town is.
Well, just saying.
I know.
Just saying. Sorry. So, if you don't want to be going, that's fine. I need to take these things this way, one way or the other.
Well, we might as well stay together as much as possible. So we just camp outside.
What about you, Meetings? I know you're not a really big fan of the people here.
No,
Or this guy.
I think it's good for us to be close by and just in case something happens to you guys.
I agree.
Because I think something's going to happen to you guys.
Let's try to avoid any wanton murder this time.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not saying we's going to be the one doing the murdering.
I think it's him saying that you're going to be the one doing the murdering.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's not going to be me.
Hey,
I want to
I
be
hope
there
it's not.
so that I can help when they start moiting.
Moiding.
I don't know how to say it.
Moidering.
Moitering.
What was saying that?
I've got
I like it
different
better.
accents.
I like it better if you say moiding. That's awesome. Anyways, all
I've
right.
got different accents in my head right now.
No, I don't think we'll be
Okay.
there long enough, so we'll be loitering.
Loitering.
Loitering. All right. Well, one way or the other. You stay outside the town, and we can go in. You and me, Colin. And if you want to come along too, Bjorn, I'm sure you won't make too much of it, so long as you don't come as a bear.
If we were getting too close, would we be bordering? All right, that was a stretch, I'll admit.
Yeah.
Loitering, murdering,
Oh,
bordering.
heavens. Silly puns. So, he gets himself ready, takes the stone, and gets ready to set towards the town. You guys ready to go? Is there anything you need to do prior?
I can't think of anything.
I
I'll get
will
Shellington.
plant in that one spot that I didn't.
Okay.
With Sundrops.
That's cool. The snowdrops.
Snowdrops. That's
Okay. So now
and I will keep some seeds with me.
okay. Something you do experience as you finish the entire circle of snowdrop. There is a very light white haze that grows around in that area. As you pass through it, you feel something like a sensation. It kind of tingles as you walk through it and leaving the shrine. Every one of you, as you pass through it. So I'm not going to go beyond that for now.
So why don't we just Johnny Appleseed and just plant these in a perfect road all the way back to town? Just connecting, and then at the very end, just connecting it there. So technically speaking, that entire outcrop is where the shrine goes.
Well, they do actually need very specific growing conditions. The only reason that they seem to be sustained here as well as they do is probably because of the blessing from Freya.
Mm-hmm.
So they may not make a very good road.
We can go and just like Hansel and Gretel this, like
Right.
trail of breadcrumbs all the way down. And
Anyways, so is there anything prior to going that you guys need to do?
No, I don't think so.
I would be curious about the flowers, and I would, personally, I want to do an Arcana check or something on it, but
You can if you want.
Okay.
How
Have
does
fun
Shalia
fishing.
look?
How does Shalia look?
Yeah, because everyone was worried about Key because he touched the gem, but she broke the thing, and they were somewhat worried about her as well. She looking okay?
She's looking okay.
yeah, I don't know anything.
Well, it's too bad that potion isn't here, else we could just give her that.
I
She's
got
looking
Yeah.
okay. She's looking okay for now.
She looks like a Yagamoth.
Hey, wait a minute. She looks like a Yagamoth. What do you mean, okay?
She looks very.
Look at that.
ashen.
She looks like Death won over.
Oh, you guys are so nice.
And they do technically look like they're undead, basically, with the ashen skin.
I'm
I
just
got
gonna
a
sit on
4
the back
my
of her.
Arcana check.
Yeah, you have absolutely no idea what's going on here.
Could I?
He's checking the flowers.
Oh, I was wondering if, like, I would know what that sensation would be like religiously.
You can make a religion check.
I got a 7.
You also have no idea.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
got-
roll an Arcana real fast with my -2.
You already have
It's
it.
a religion. 19.
You'd think my +5 would.
You very much feel that it is a blessing from Freya. You just
I rolled a
intuitively
2.
you feel that. Well, from your deeper knowledge of religion and the way that gods and such work, you do feel that this is some sort of a blessing from her as you walk through it. That tingly sensation is a good thing, not a bad thing. So that's about what you get out of it. You're not sure if it's her saying thank you, protection, guidance. I don't know, but it does. It seems to be something good.
Did we bring the cart with us in this one, or did we walk from town and leave the cart? in town?
No, it came with
You have the
us.
cart with you because he's carrying Starmithril.
Okay. So I'm just gonna sit on the back of the cart and just have my dagger just be flipping my dagger, just like, all right, ready to go. And
Okay.
just like make the sound of horses walking. Just
I'm gonna sit in the
He's
cart.
our
Where's your
walking coconuts.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got the coconuts.
Wouldn't our horses be our walking coconuts? You know, the
Yeah.
thing that they're emulating the sound of?
No, because they're horses. He's emulating the sound of.
I'm never really the sound of horses.
Yeah.
So he's your coconut.
He's the coconuts.
Where's your
I realize that. But what I'm trying to say is,
I'm just
aren't the
well-born.
horses...
The horses are actual horses.
Yeah, exactly. And the
He's
thing
the
they're...
coconuts emulating.
I'm
Patsy.
using the horses' noises, saying, "Okay, guys, let's go." Or get the horse moving.
Anyways,
I'm gonna sit by Key and start to attune to my fire dagger.
okay. You have it's just a day to attune to yours, right? Okay. Yeah, well,
This
hers
is-
isn't hers isn't all bells and whistles that yours has.
Uh-huh.
Yours is cool. So
You
Yeah.
do know that one's magical, and you do have that one.
Great. I've already established I'm not going to use it. Like,
it's okay. Don't worry about it. So
also,
yes,
60
it's not
hours.
very far. It's about a 2-hour walk.
I continue mapping along the way though.
Okay. You continue mapping. That 2-hour walk gets you about to where you have finished your mapping, and you guys are here at the split in the road. According to Caleb's map that was given to him, the village should be just in front of you, basically. What you see is the road and a whole lot of trees.
Can Rama see anything from the air?
Yeah, you send Rama out.
He gets shot down.
This Rama comes around here. He actually sees the village over the trees.
Okay.
So if you're looking through his eyes, you definitely can see. So you know where to go. You know where to go.
Okay.
Something you also notice, since you're looking through his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Shiny stones.
Shiny stuff.
Duck and cover.
There are Ska'ara in the village of Ska'ara.
No.
I had no idea. What a revelation!
It's
Yes.
an ambush!
It's a trap.
probably.
I have the keys.
That's true. He does. To the prisoners. They are now your prisoners.
You are the key.
You are
Really?
the
Yeah,
ghost
because-
That's
guy.
right. He was a golden key for a little while, but then
That didn't last very long.
just
I got sparkly water all over me. I do not like being wet. I am a bird.
Okay.
I kind of.
As you fly over the village, you see a lot of dead scar
Oh dear.
laying out in the roads. There are some burning houses.
Payback is
And as you notice that, I don't know if you come out of your bird vision, but those who aren't in bird vision can actually see the smoke rising just over the trees as you get to that place.
Fire.
Birdivision. It's the best.
That doesn't look good.
I would agree with that.
Well, it depends
Don't
who's
you love
burning what.
unmanned drones?
Hmm?
Don't you love unmanned drones?
Unmanned drones.
UAV online.
I don't think I'm smart enough to know what this word means, but I think this is ironic.
Okay. So, what are you guys gonna do given the situation?
I would start walking towards the smoke. I want to find out what happened.
We already saved 2 villages.
Huh?
We already saved 2 villages. Do we want to make it a 3rd?
I never said anything about saving anyone. I just want to find out what happened.
I still think we should stick to the
Great ends.
few people going in.
Have you told anyone what you've heard?
Yes, I will relay that information. of what
Credence
I-
is already through the trees.
I follow.
We are
This is
following
Credence
Credence.
after all. He's
Yeah, I'm going in.
Means I have
Alright.
to hop off the cart.
I take Shellington in.
Huh?
Unless he's taking the cart through there.
He's not taking the cart through the trees.
Oh.
No, we
I'm
need people
saying
to
the
stay
cart
and
now.
protect the cart while others go and investigate the town.
Protect the
stay.
I'll stay.
I will go to the town.
I will also go to the town.
I'm with the cart.
Alright, so we got town.
We're like
Black
not
Dice
too
is
keen
now.
on saving
Bjorn's in town.
a Ska'a village.
Bjorn.
Really don't care.
Black Dice.
Town.
Yeah.
But I'm the same way with the human village, so.
You're just the dude who stands with the video camera and watches the catastrophe.
How about you guys?
I'm black.
Mittens.
We're staying with the cart.
You're staying with the cart.
Yep. I'm going in.
Going into the town. Okay. And then you two are staying at the cart.
Yes.
I stow the map also as I'm running because back when
That way I
that
can
out,
save everybody if I need
Okay.
to.
I start my blade song.
You start your blade song.
Yes.
Okay.
You look non-threatening.
You guys want to bless me
I'm
before you
singing.
leave?
Do you sing better than the bard?
In an ominous elvish mystical way.
it's on.
I'm singing
Too late,
ominous
already
elven
left.
war chants.
Ominous elven war music.
It's a weird elven version of the
I attune the
Yeah,
rhythm
Haka
of
just-
war.
it's an elven version of
That would be way too pretty.
You guys bless before you leave.
Yeah, I think it might be too late.
Yep.
But you left.
Okay.
Well,
You
So-
stayed at the cart. Is it our fault?
Credence is in there. He's like, oh no, what in the world is all of this about? Hey! He just yells out. One of the people turns around. You can see they actually look kind of familiar.
Townspeople.
So a few towns ago, they're very similar clothing. He turns around to the bloodied blade. You have no business here.
Didn't I steal something from? No, it was someone else. Never mind.
I don't think you do either. And Credence, not happy about the whole situation, immediately attacks. Roll initiative.
I turned into a bear.
That was a cocked die, but it was almost a 20.
Ooh, 19.
Do you want us on
21.
the cart to roll initiative as well? Or no?
On cart, probably not gonna need to.
Just wondering.
We're just having a lovely silent
I think
conversation.
Would you like some tea?
Oh, we could search the card.
Never searched the cart before.
We've never searched the card. It's only the new beginning.
The ropes would search it.
And once again, I'm still not the most terrible person.
You know, I bet if you do well enough, you could steal the star mithril, and Queens would never know.
I doubt that.
This is assuming they know what stone mithril looks like in its rock form.
He's
Shiny
showed
metal
it
rock.
to us.
Got it.
What?
I'm just trying to think.
Would you
I might have some things to ask you later.
Okay. When Credence throws the hammer, it blasts through these two guys.
Oh, you didn't have to charge up this time.
Well,
Rage!
He was angry.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Some would say he put the hammer down.
It's hammer time.
Oh my. So yeah, the hammer is still flying, and he's like, "What is wrong with all of you?" And you guys now have to deal with these guys.
Mm-hmm.
25 to 20.
I got 21.
21.
23.
23. Video.
There's no winning that is.
Wow. That bad guy got really high initiative.
Yep. 20 to 15.
19.
19. Oh, you just beat him out.
17.
17. Björn. Nero.
11.
Bottom of the pit. Alright, so.
Well, bottom of the 9.
Alright. So.
Dang, there's 8 cards. One more and that would have been accurate.
Okay, so that happens. Credence goes running. Let's see. This direction to move into town. I'm actually gonna have him stop right here. He stops at this one. It looks a little bit different from some of the others. He kneels down and begins to try and work on the body because it looked like it was still breathing. So that's his last bit of his doing. With that, you hear just kind of across the way, because this is this isn't a huge village. You can just hear, "Take formations!" And Caleb, make your move.
Can I tell which guy said that?
Seemed to come from the back behind. There, I mean, you've got houses and bodies and such. May not be in the best line of sight for you. So no, but
Darn. Because that'd be nice. 'Cause-
Yeah.
At minimum, there is that hat there in the way.
I mean, that's fair. I'm going to run up to the closest guy. One moment. Oh, wait. Okay. Not doing that yet. I am casting Blur on myself.
Wahoo!
woohoo! Yeah.
All I can say is thank you, whatever other D&D podcast that showed that to me. Crit Juice, that's what it was.
And
Probably
that's.
shouldn't be shouting out other D&D.
Oh, I also summoned my sword. Because that's the bonus action that I haven't said I did yet. So.
Okay, so you summon sword.
Did you
Cast
pull your
Blur.
sword?
When you do Blade Song, don't you have to have sword in hand?
If so, then I did that first, and then I.
Yeah, I
did
assumed you
Blade
probably had your sword in hand anyway, so I wasn't worried about that. But yes, so you cast Blur on yourself. That
Yep.
puts me at disadvantage, right?
Song. Yes.
All right, and then what are you doing?
That's an action.
But you can move.
Oh, that's true. I can. I am going to move over towards where Credence is.
Okay, where are you moving? Oh, here.
Si fuese héroe, muévete.
Sorry.
Beria,
So first off,
Fernando, you're up after.
looking around, like, is what is this look like a full on massacre? Like
It doesn't look like anyone's alive in the village.
so, but like women and children, bodies, like
Yes.
Okay.
Is it the
Um,
second Star Wars movie?
He killed the
Yes.
ball.
So I'm going to sort of stay back. I'm just gonna use vicious mockery on the closest one, and I'm just gonna be like, it's interesting to learn that your vaunted honor supports killing women and children in their beds.
He just draws out his blade. Doesn't seem to have affected him very much.
Of course not. Got a DC of 13.
Okay. It is now Fernando.
Okay, I'm
You're gonna be
going to-
getting your stuff ready too.
I'm going to go with the rapier dirk combo this time, as opposed to the 2 magic weapons, just because this seems like this is an instance where I'd want to duel.
Okay.
I'm going to go right around the building over top for you, like around that side.
Over
yeah,
here?
on that side. Black dice.
Okay.
Kind of draw like a straight line around, and let's go for that guy in between the buildings.
This guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
And we're gonna go ham on him.
You're gonna go what?
We're gonna go ham.
You're gonna go ham on him. All right.
18 to hit.
18 does hit.
D8 plus 8. 15 damage.
15 damage. All right.
Four.
Okay. This is with you haven't attuned to him yet, huh?
I haven't attuned to him
Right.
yet, which
So
is
you come down on the first hit, 15 damage. You can see that you cut in. The guy is well armored. He looks like there's levels and levels of plate, but it's not metal. It looks to
Okay.
be a different material. As you strike down, just you actually feel the crack of the armor on his shoulder. You've actually cut down into it. It seems like you may have possibly did more bludgeoning than anything to him, but it's hurt him for sure.
Bludgeoning with a rapier.
Oh yeah, you got a rapier.
it's stabby.
You're not.
I've been trying to look for
Wait,
gaps in
I
armor.
thought they were short swords. You're using 2 short swords, right?
I pulled rapier on this.
Oh, you
one.
pulled the rapier. Sorry, I
I
apologize.
have the short sword. Well, I'm going to have one of the short swords in my offhand,
Okay,
but
so
like
with the rapier,
as like a parrying
gotcha.
dagger would
all right.
be. But
So
I
instead
still have
of
the-
that, you stab up into just up under his arm. It does do some decent damage, but it's more seems more superficial. But you do see blood drawn.
and there is a major artery under there. Just
Yes,
saying.
there is. It doesn't seem deep. That's why. So, you do cut. It is now their run. This guy comes up on you. Both of them. Alright. Okay. All right. He comes and swings around. The same guy that you hit, as he his blade, he had just drawn turned at Fedial, but now he's turned to you. He just swings, cuts through. He does 11 damage in retaliation.
Would I do it if I had an 18 AC?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 on the die.
Okay, never mind then. I'll take it.
Okay. All right, and the other guy misses. He is not able to hit you. Bjorn.
Okay, I turn into bear and one west. DM is north, so west. Flanking with the guy that moved behind
Like this?
Fernando. Yes.
Actually,
And I low score was a 19.
Low is 19. Okay, yeah, you hit.
That is 20. So
No, it's chat.
It's posting a quote from 300.
25 points of damage to him.
25 points of damage.
I might need to hear
Dang.
this now.
That's pretty good.
One of
believe
them
it's
was a
from
crit,
300.
so it
It's
got up that high.
Okay, 25 points of damage. Definitely hurts. You can see, you actually rip the back plate off. You're like, and he's like, "Ah!" And then you just rip into him. You can see the blood. You can see the blood mixed with the, amid the clothes and stuff. He's looking a little bit rough.
Just a little.
Yeah, a little bit. Nero, it is your go. Or so sorry, that was Bjorn. It's
Yeah.
their turn now.
More
But
bad
in
guys.
between that, should we draw a compass rose on there just for the sake of calling directions from here?
To be
Sure.
fair, I like the fact that DM is north.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can call me North, and we'll just work that way.
Okay.
It's opposite for me.
Northeast,
North,
south.
south,
That's where the compass would
east,
help.
west.
Just do a quick like.
Yeah. I just need my bag.
Or even just a north arrow.
Even though it helps us.
Yeah.
Sorry, people, you
Nothing
can't-
So many people know what no map can. Yeah.
Not yet, guys.
that was
We're
cursed.
working on it.
Someday.
Someday.
Bloody Sunday? Oh wait, sorry.
Meanwhile, we're gonna try to convince Mittens to go help so we can search the cart.
Oh my god.
They could use it.
We could use a cleric.
Haven't been gone that long.
It's
only
been a whole
6 seconds.
yeah. So while we're filling time, who actually posted that out of curiosity?
Warp Vortex.
Dang it.
It's like
1, 2, 3, 4.
it's like, is this face only I assure you the dread of you when time comes that you make reckoning and realize there is no longer anything that can be done. May you never find yourselves men of Athens in such a position. It just goes on.
Come on.
It's like 4 paragraphs.
Jeez.
Did you write it backwards?
No, this actually just due to. Sorry, this is the DM saying continuity matters.
Which is?
You were traveling north.
Ah.
That's
Okay.
When we give directions, can we still say DM is north?
You asked for a compass.
I did not.
Someone did.
North.
Who did this to us?
Not me. We're not fighting.
East.
No, we're gonna try to convince Mittens to leave.
Don't say it out loud.
Okay. East, north, west, south.
Okay.
Have fun with that.
She'll just be like, "Why are we attacking them? They killed Scott. They're obviously the good guys."
This is probably true.
They did our job for us. What's your problem?
All right. Back to the game.
Okay. All right. So,
Bad guys.
yes, it's their turn. They run up.
Can I hang up upside down on the back of the
You can do that.
Can you do that normally? Like as a person? Then
Probably.
yes.
Okay. Guy cuts into Credence. You can see he just slices down. Like Credence was just caught him looking up, caught him as he was running up. He's like, ah! He puts his arm up. You just see this deep gash. You can actually see the bone.
And this is why when in a fight, you don't stop to look down.
The other guy would hit you. Are you reactioning?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and shield up
Okay,
to
so then he
24.
won't. Then he doesn't hit you.
And that was with the disadvantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, they fell over.
No, they're dead.
Their wall.
They all fall down.
They all fell down.
So yeah,
Like a
he
sword
swings
fall.
down, just hits into the magical barrier. It's like, says something in really old Malaysian.
Oh, wrong character.
Yeah, you don't know it anymore. Ancient Malaysian freaking A. All right, so it is now Nero's turn.
All right, so Nero is going to go into a position to flank the guy that is currently flanking Fernando.
Nero is moving to flank
Yeah, I'm heading other guy,
this guy.
that guy,
Okay,
and
so you were here.
Yep. and I'm in Shellington right now.
I'm showing you got 40.
Yeah, so
Oh,
right
you can
there,
easily go through here.
I'm gonna hop off using only 5 movement speed because Cavalier,
Okay.
and I'm gonna tell Shellington to hoof it back to the cart.
All right, fine.
We hit the turtle.
Yep.
Means he just kind of
And
makes his way off.
pulling out the good old family sword,
Uh-huh.
the irony continues. As I'm gonna take a swing at him, I assume with advantage.
Yeah.
Ooh. 19 on the die plus 5.
Yeah, 19 hits. Plus 5 definitely hits.
Okay. And I am two-handing it, so that's a d12. Ooh, nice. 13 points of damage.
13. All right. Okay. You with the family sword, right?
The family sword.
So you just you slice down and against his back, right? Like the hit, it gets down, like you can cut into the armor. Like this sword actually cuts very, very cleanly. It's kind of really nice.
Be nicer with it.
When you know how to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you do that. He turns and sees the blade in your hand. He's like, "Where did you get that blade?"
I picked it up somewhere.
He looks like he's turned to attack you. What are our guys at the cart doing for the moment?
Can we hear the battle going on?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
In the Hall of Justice.
I assume you probably would have heard the of the hammer as it blew someone to pieces, basically.
Do you think they need help?
They're fine.
You think? I mean, I could use
Mittens is like, I really don't want to fight.
they'll win.
Out of curiosity, at this point, do they see
They got-
Shellington? Because he
They
does
got
have,
credence.
like, he has 80 feet of movement while dashing.
Yeah, so you probably would. In the midst of your conversation, you see.
Where's Dildo?
I'm right here, you idiot! If you understood me.
I love, like, this, just the idea of this happening and just Shellington looking at them with subtitles with what he's saying.
Too bad I only understand Orin and not Aqua.
Anyway,
No, it's
so
not
yeah.
even awkward. It's
It's
just
just-
because I can
yeah,
talk
I
to sea
know.
creatures.
Yeah, he normally does not have a language he knows.
Yeah. Anyways, so yeah,
Look, the
he's
turtle's back.
making his way to you.
Why is the toilet here?
I don't know. You want to make turtle stew?
Too big for that.
You see the turtle just eyeing you.
Turtle turns around and runs back into combat because that's safer. What are you doing here?
I'm just
It's
sitting
a-
on the back of the cart looking at the turtle with the dagger, just like,
But what are you doing here? There's a cat and a bird that want to eat me.
The taste of giant turtles entirely too strong for what we do here.
All right. Anyway, anything you're doing in the cart
I'm gonna try to sneakily kind of rummage through the cart.
without Mittens noticing?
that's why we say it's sneakily.
Okay, stealth. Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of these combats.
20,
19.
but not natural.
20 and 19. Perception.
12.
What about Shellington? Does
I'm
Shellington see?
too worried about the toilet.
The turtle.
In the midst of him running, he's
Toilet
not paying
doing it.
so much attention to what they're doing. He's like, what are these stupid people doing in the cart? He does see you actually doing something in the cart, but he doesn't know what you're doing in the cart.
Repositioning our seats.
And I
What are
just
you
think
looking
they're
for?
repositioning their seats.
Anything?
Chinese.
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 Oh.
Okay.
Me, it's information.
As you're doing this, you get a feel on a really like hard leather bag that as you kind of press into, you can feel like really like rough raw material of some sort. It doesn't feel like coins or anything. You know that Credence is carrying all sorts of materials to do some sort of blacksmithing. You assume it probably is that kind of
There's just
thing.
an anvil sitting at the bottom of the cart. Just like, of course.
No, there's probably not actually an anvil on the cart because he doesn't have like blacksmithing tool, like blacksmithing the whole thing here. Because in the forge there should be stuff.
Yeah.
I do though. Mini anvil. Really mini anvil.
It's just an anvil.
My favorite kind.
No. So yeah, you feel that there's probably some sort of materials that you found there. If you want to look at it, you can attempt to, because you really got a good roll.
Yeah.
When you look at it, it is silvery metallic glint through most of it. It looks like it's still raw ore though, so it will probably have to be broken down and refined. Have all of the impurities taken off of it, so you know that it's not probably all that useful at this point. But you're not sure what. Like, it's silver metallic. You don't know if it's silver. It doesn't seem soft enough to be silver, but yeah, best you can tell, it's metallic, or of some sort. For you, but because it grows in like a crystalline structure, it's not like iron ore and stuff looks like garbage in the dirt, right? It doesn't look like, oh my gosh, it's really beautiful, So it's very different in that fashion. It has some sort of a crystalline growth to it. You rolled what? 19?
19.
Oh, and you were just looking for shinies?
Yeah.
You digging through here. You mimic sounds along while you're doing that, keeping Mittens from noticing some of the little clinks and clunks that you
Just
do.
like a creak of wood as someone's like
Yeah.
shifting seats and just like
And
some insect noises. Yeah.
you actually get a hold of a key ring.
Oh no!
It has about 7 keys on it. You have no idea what it goes to.
We're gonna get to the forge eventually, and Grease is gonna go to unlock something. She's gonna be like, "Gosh dang it, Key! Where's my keys?"
Why did I bring the bird along? How's the obsession with the shinies? All right, so that happens. We're back over here. This one makes his move over here. This makes his move over here. And let's see. I believe you are all in radii. Yep. Okay, I need everybody who is over here in battle to make me a dex save.
I have advantage on it from danger sense.
I'm gonna assume I failed.
Natural 20.
19.
19?
I have
Natural
19.
20.
You
I've
did
got
no.
advantage
Someone said
from
19.
I said 19.
19, natural 20,
Natural 20.
natural 20.
Okay, move your dice, please.
That's a 9 on the die.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Oh, okay.
13.
13. Okay. 13. Those who's so natural 20, 19, 19,
Natural 20.
natural 20, whatever. You 3 save, and you 2 do not save. What happens? You watch both of them. They draw a blade, and then cross their finger across, like they just put it across their hand. As you watch this happen, you see this glow that comes off of the blade for just that moment, and they swing in unison together. As that happens, you watch some sort of a force that almost seems to take shape of an old warrior in some sort of armor and weaponry come out, and it seems to grow into a very large form, and the blade swings out through all of the people in that range as it just glides forward, out and out. Those who made the save, you take 10 damage. I already halved it. Those who failed take 20.
Okay, I'm
We're
down.
level
So
4,
I take
man.
5 damage from raging.
Say what?
I take 5 damage because I'm raging.
It's magic.
Oh, okay.
It's not slashing or
damage.
Yeah.
bludgeoning. Yeah.
So
No,
20
you
on
don't
me.
need-
Wait.
yeah.
Uh,
Next level.
It actually isn't force damage that comes out in the end of fire. So everyone burns.
oh, I already used my reaction this round.
Right. Well, no, this is the new round.
Oh, sweet! Absorb elements.
Wait, but it's not your turn yet. Isn't
Nope.
shield
No.
until your next turn?
No, absorb
Well, yeah, but
elements.
reaction.
Yeah, but doesn't my reaction set when the round resets, or does it reset when my turn is?
I thought it was your turn.
It starts when your turn.
Okay.
It should. I believe it does start. Yes, it's once per turn,
Okay.
not once per round.
Okay.
It's once.
So no
no,
absorb
because the
elements.
reaction's once per round.
Yeah.
So you should be fine.
Oh, okay.
You can absorb the element.
So I absorb elements. I only take 5.
Okay, you take 5.
Well, I'm down.
Sorry.
It's okay. I mean, I'm a bard. My health is really low.
Yeah.
Plus, I rolled 1 both times for my health last 2 levels.
Dude, just
These
take
people have
average.
rolled
for the first couple
real
levels.
low.
Yeah.
Just take average for like the first 3 levels.
Well, I didn't, obviously, but
No pain, no gain.
I know I
no
should.
pain, no gain.
I should have, but I rolled 1s instead.
It's okay. So, you also watch your bird drop to the sky, out of the sky.
Oh crap!
Good thing you don't have a spell called Summon Familiar.
Yeah, good thing I can. Too bad I can't. Bring him back.
I thought they just vanished.
Yeah, they do just vanish.
Oh, does he
Yeah.
vanish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I thought he was always with you. Well, no, yeah. When it dies,
when it dies, it,
yeah,
it
it
doesn't leave
eventually,
behind the
yeah, it
body,
just goes.
But
yeah.
I can resummon him, and it's
Yes.
that same familiar.
Yes.
So
So you watch him fall and then just kind of disappear.
yep. I'm going to have to give him form again.
And
Okay.
suddenly, I'm glad I sent Chillington away.
Yeah. Yes, you are. Okay, so they do that, and they're like, "You have no business here. Why do you set to get beset us when we are taking down Skaar?"
Credence, I believe this is yours.
Credence is not looking very good.
No, really.
Yeah.
Obviously, we do have business here, and which you have painfully interrupted.
Bring them down.
Get us into more trouble, guys.
Kill him.
Yes. All right. I'm going
And
to.
Ferial, you got a death saving throw to make after that.
They're not looking good, but I can't let them get another one of those off.
I don't think you have a choice.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I do. I misty step behind one of the red guys, and I am going to attack him.
Okay.
Surprise, son.
So that is no. So that is adding.
By the way, just for a description of these red guys, they look like they should not be alive. They look like they're 120 years old. They are not wearing armor at all. They are in robes with a sword,
Fun.
and they have a beard to their waist.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
So sadly, I'm not using a spell, but I get 8 slashing damage and 1 fire damage.
Okay. So 8 damage and 1 fire damage, so this is 9 damage for total.
Yep.
Okay. You take 9 damage as you watch him reverse your attack on you and put your own blade in your body.
Level 4, man.
Okay. Does he have disadvantage on that at all? Or-
No.
No. Okay. It's not nice. Not nice at all.
No.
We're level 4, man.
It's okay. Have faith in me. I'm not trying to just destroy you people.
Maybe.
I don't believe that.
I love you guys. Are you kidding
No, I
me?
know you love us.
Well, on that note, I'm gonna make my death saving throw
Yes.
from the one shot that just happened. Okay, that's a 10 on the dot.
Woo! Just barely. Oh my gosh.
Squeaking by.
It's been like freaking weeks,
I know you
people.
guys gonna try and convince me to leave again.
We need a healer.
All right, Fernando, you're up.
And maybe
All
somebody
right.
will
Focus fire on that guy who I already hit.
Sense undead.
I'm pretty sure you're friends with 60 feet.
Yeah, I don't
Where
think
do
these
you
guys
go?
are actually undead. They're just
13
super
to
ancient.
hit.
13 misses.
We will also do a second one during that and try to get back some health.
Okay.
So it's 10 plus fighter level.
Yeah.
A D10.
Yeah. 5, 4, 9 back. Cool.
That's good. All right. So these guys, this one goes to run towards Caleb, and
Rolls or dies?
nope. That's awesome. As he attempts to run at Caleb, Credence grabs him by the ankle and just throws it.
New hammer.
Oh my gosh, that freaking makes me happy. Anyway, yeah, he's like, just gets flung over here. He might be back in a
So do
minute.
the guys at the cart see that? This guy just goes flying.
Okay, if they're
No,
gonna see
they're over here.
anything,
They're stuck in like this is shrouded in trees.
if they're gonna see anything, they probably saw the giant freaking form of a something that formed and then hit all of us.
Yeah,
If they were gonna see anything.
yeah, you guys would be experiencing that there is a battle going on. Those at the cart. But
Someone
we'll get to
just
that in a
summoned
minute.
a Bonkai over there.
I'm glad you said it because I was thinking.
Oh yeah, guys. All right, all the influences that we've had in our lives, right? Okay, so he is not able to get. He's not able to get to you. The other guy, though, whoo, he attempts to stab Credence, and we'll just this makes better sense. He grabs the one guy by his ankle as the other guy attempts to stab him. He swings the guy and uses him to block and defend, and then flings him off behind himself because he was not able to be hit.
Credence could handle himself.
Credence is freaking tough, guys. He's just
Best has proven otherwise.
he's been hurt a lot, but he's still tough. All right, that was that. It is now Bjorn's turn.
I am gonna swing at the guy between me and Ethereal.
I think you mean
You and Fernando.
Fernando, yes.
Okay.
I hit. One of them was a crit. Total damage of 28.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
He's dead.
I'm going to run
Bye.
over
Nice
to
time.
where Credence is to try and help him out there.
do you have the space?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. How much do you have?
40.
40?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like sorry, if you were here, you go 35. Dead body 40.
Dead
Stand
body
on
kick.
top of it.
Grizzly bear don't care.
Don't
If it's not dead, it is now.
Actually, I guess if that's technically, yeah, you could get to him.
Okay.
Actually.
Ciao, Ben. Where's little Bill?
I think he's scampered off of that wire.
All right, yeah. So you're able to get to him just barely, barely,
Yes.
Regan. Barely.
Barely.
Yeah. It's never gonna stop.
No.
He's a barbarian. All right. So you get to Credence. What are you doing?
I'm just defending him right there, adding another target.
Just keeping another target for him.
Yeah.
Okay. As the bear comes rolling around from there, the other guy's like, "Oh!" He sees that, it catches him off guard a little bit.
A bit more intimidating than the frail wizard.
Yeah. That's their turn now.
Foaming from the mouth because I'm raging.
Let's see. We've got one of these gone.
Rabid grizzly bears.
That would be so terrifying.
Okay.
boo boo.
Mhm.
Got some picnic baskets?
This was group 1. That's group 2. So
I'll look that up later.
to get back, I guess they are still there. Because I've got the 2. He's just been flung. Alright, so unable to hit Fernando. So Yeah, it is now.
I repose on that guy if you can't hit
Oh,
me.
repost. Okay.
I need to check if that's a roll to hit. Oh. No, yeah, just make. So you can use reaction when missed to make a melee attack. Or missed by a melee attack to make a melee attack back.
Right, so you gotta roll.
You
it.
do have to roll that.
Who's hit? 19.
Hits.
Advantage.
And then you add your superior die to the damage.
You do have advantage because I'm flanking him.
We'll roll that a second time then just to see if it crits. Nope.
Okay.
But I did do better, so if I wasn't hitting already, I did now. Ooh, 18 damage, I think.
18 damage.
Yeah,
So,
18.
Just barely kills him.
Yes!
Great, I stab him in the back, you stab him in the front. Suddenly everything works.
Okay, so that does
beautiful.
take care of the first group. No, that's the second group. Second group's gone.
Yay. I feel closer to Bjorn already.
All right. Okay, that is Nero's turn now.
Great. Gonna take the D10 healing, which is fantastic, really. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and head north and take on the other red guy.
Okay, heading north to take on the red guy.
Okay. I don't know about it. And I will
It's
go ahead
true.
and take my hit. Yeah, take my bruises, take my lumps. That is a 14 to hit.
14 does not hit.
All right.
No, you're going.
As you make your attack with the family sword,
Mm-hmm.
you actually watch him like he
If he disarms me and takes the sword, I will be very
No.
upset.
Just the technique that comes in his play back against you. You're like, no wonder he doesn't need armor. Like something he's done because it seems that he reacts to you and is able to completely defend himself from you.
Screw the rules. I have technique.
Yeah.
All right.
Court guys, what are you doing?
I'm gonna point towards the direction of the thing, make sounds of like swords clashing, and like a guy screaming, and just like.
All right, come
Just-
on. You're going with me.
Wilhelm scream.
Yeah. And then I'm just gonna go like this.
Is it smart to move
Should we
the
help?
cart by itself? Or should we move the cart closer?
If I'm going, you're going with me. Come on.
I know, I'm just saying.
What?
Should we move the cart closer?
Take longer. Shellington's with the cart. Let's go.
Yeah, the turtle's gonna be so much protection.
Wide-eyed, staring at
I
you
swear,
all.
if we come back and he is dead.
It's okay. We'll be in the same boat.
Good
No,
watch,
we're not.
Turtle. That's what it
Okay,
is.
don't even try pulling that crap.
You watch Shellington like push himself up against the wheelbase and like try to like move his body over to the edge of the cart. He's like trying to teeter. You can help him onto the cart if you want.
I'll help the turtle on.
Okay.
I try.
I'm gonna
with my
I'm
strength.
going to see what's going on.
You tip him. He does decent. You tip him. He's like and just kind of inches like shakes the body and it is able to get onto the cart.
Well, you know what? Good luck stealing that cart.
And he's just like,
Pat his shell and then
Yeah.
start. I guess we head towards
See,
the battle.
we got our watch Toidle. Let's go.
watch Toy.
Where's
Alright.
Turtle?
You got you got the fastest speed probably, right? Because you can
30.
you can dash
30,
and then
but yes, I can.
you can double dash with
Double
your cat,
speed.
right?
We can also double dash using cunning action.
Yeah.
Oh, you can all double dash.
Yeah.
Because technically we can triple dash.
What?
Because we have our action, our movement, our action, and our bonus action dash.
What?
Because of cunning action.
Yeah,
That's
rogues are
amazing.
broken.
Yeah.
You gotta do the Naruto run.
That is some serious speed,
So
you
we can
guys.
definitely we can go 90 per round.
I
if we
feel like
wanted
rogues
to.
might be faster than monks, and just
Alright.
no one notices.
Monks could
No,
look at it, they get
monsters.
additional movement speeds
Mm,
as they
that's
level
right.
up.
This is why Snake was so fast in the last campaign, because he was using that movement as well as getting the bonus movement speed from Monk. So he's talking at around 180 with a single dash.
Yeah, if our other guy that was playing the monk that
Yeah.
if Andre had stayed as a monk instead of being 5,
Mhm.
his speed would have blown your turtle away. That was his whole thing. His play was One Punch Man. He was going to have super speed and just blast things with a single punch, and just blow out a ton of damage.
I'm gonna go further up the road.
Further up the road, so here.
Like no, way further up the road. Like
Way
where
further up the
cleaning-
road?
Yeah, where that clearing is, right there.
Okay.
In
So
the trees.
90?
Yep, right there. If I don't make it, I'll get there next
65,
time.
70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100, 105, 110.
How much speed do you guys have?
It'd be
30, 60, 90 per
So
round.
only 90 per round.
Oh, that's not that's not triple dashing, because dashing you should have 60.
So
That
movement
is
speed
Dashing
of 30.
60.
Dash
Right.
makes it 60. Add our cunning action dash adds another.
Dash doubles your speed. It does
So
not
that's-
add 30.
120,
So it's 120 that we can
right?
double.
You should be able to move 60 times 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go 120 feet.
Sweet.
I was gonna
So-
say, because I know she can move at 120 feet,
So
because
that-
she can double dash. So,
I want to go up one of those trees.
you want to go up a tree?
Yeah.
Okay, acrobatics. Where's Key going?
I'm gonna follow her, but be about 20 feet. It's the closest
no.
Ken Kuchen I can
Yeah,
get.
that is an
So I'm
unknown.
gonna follow Shalia, but be about 20 feet west,
It's my first natural one,
south
guys.
or south. Yes, that's south.
Okay,
And then
natural 1.
Yeah, it's my first
Um,
natural one.
You're running and you go to grab onto the tree and just the bark starts stripping. You're like,
Watch
okay,
out
I'm
for
not
that
getting
tree."
down that tree.
and I'm just gonna be in the
I'm not getting up
underbrush.
that tree. You what?
I'm just gonna be in the underbrush.
In the underbrush.
George.
Okay, and then where are you going?
Watch out for that tree.
In.
Just straight in.
Yep.
Okay. Are you as you come through? You do see Ferial down.
Then I will spam time.
Okay.
Can you? Hey, you,
Why
get
wouldn't
up.
I?
Can't you just dash to get there?
It's a reaction. I mean,
Bonus
It's a
bonus
special.
action.
It's a special cat thing.
No, it's a special grade.
No,
player.
but with like with
No,
dash,
no. I mean the. I
Oh,
mean
the-
the.
yeah,
her
that's
movement thing is a special cat thing because she's a
Right.
tabaxi, and then the she has a bonus action to spare the dying.
But yeah,
So that from the cart was only 60.
She can move 120.
Yeah, but that's with dashing on top of it using the action. So is bonus action not counted in that?
Yeah, because you take your action to dash.
Unless you evoke, it's an action.
A bonus action.
So you have
Okay.
movement. You take movement and action, and then if you have a bonus action, you can use a bonus action. So she spares you.
Okay. Does your spare the dying give me healing too?
Nope, it just stabilizes you.
It just
Okay.
makes it so you don't roll death saves.
I just
when
want
you're at
to-
0.
So you don't die.
Okay.
Okay.
Not dying.
You want us to roll initiative to join?
oh yeah.
So far, you guys aren't in the fight, but yeah,
Right,
might
and
as,
then I-
might as well.
When
Roll
I
initiative.
see everything, I'm like, what are you guys doing? The sky already dead.
You hear Credence. He's like, "That's not the problem here." He like coughs, and you can hear kind of the wet of the cough. It's probably blood. What do we get for initiative rolls?
13.
13. Key as well.
Yeah, apparently.
I rolled a
Yeah,
little
so
higher than
it's
she
Very
did.
Kenku.
Oh, you rolled a little higher than she did.
I rolled a 10 when she rolled a 6.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, she has a +5 to her initiative now.
Yeah.
So she has a
I'm at
total of
16
plus 7
initiative.
initiative.
What'd you roll?
16.
16.
Next
Bjorn, what did you roll? A 17, right?
Yeah, I got a 17.
That's what's up.
Wow, so all the new coming right together.
No, technically, I should.
Fitting. Nero's still on the bottom of the pile, though. All right. So you guys make your move in, and now these guys. The two here, each looking at their opponent, like the one who seems to be older, or at least
That's possible.
a
The more
little
ancient
more,
of the
a
two.
little more in charge, speaks. We do not wish to spill your blood here. If you will set your weapons down.
It's too late for that. At least this wound in my chest says it's too late for that.
Then you will die here. Your
Wouldn't be the
face-
first time.
May the best swordsman win.
You have already set your fate. Real quickly, just give me a fast perception check.
Okay.
'Cause I know you're trying to watch these guys in your fight anyway.
19.
You notice the 5 ring symbols on all of their stuff.
Why are the 5 rings doing this?
These are more than likely retired 5 rings.
Okay. They should still know better.
So there was no chance of winning, is what I'm hearing.
From fighting these 2 old guys, I mean, they're still old and feeble. It's just
Matt, it's your world.
I know.
Like, dude,
if you can get a shot on him,
you can
You probably
deceive
kill
the
him.
people in chat, but you cannot
Deceive us.
You
We
cannot
know
look
that
us
old
in the
people
freaking
got
eye.
We know, Grandpa.
okay, guys. In my world, if you've lived long enough to be this old, there's a reason for it. You're either a big coward or a really, really dangerous character. They're very, very dangerous characters. They know that. They're still killable.
Sure.
By level 4s, I think not.
Sorry, plus
maybe
level
if we were
20,
level
what?
15.
Would they be killable in a one-on-one fight?
In a one-on-one fight, probably not. That's why you have a party.
No, that's why I said a one-on-one fight with a level 20 plus character. When is that about equal with them?
Oh, with a 20 plus character? Oh,
I'm going off of what happened last season.
no, you could totally do that.
Uh-huh.
You could take these guys at level 20. Could fight them pretty simply.
In a party, you're outnumbered.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Honestly, I don't think so. I think that you'll be okay. I gave them a challenge. That's all I'm saying. I gave a challenge. I'm not trying to murder you.
No, it was only a dragon. What was the worst that could happen?
Uh,
Dogs had necrotic. No one would die from that.
Okay,
Not trying, succeeded.
so yes, apparently. So
You
they
guys
just
have backup now, so don't worry. Fresh backup.
so
We
again
got
they
someone to
they
look through
uh
our pockets for
they
loot.
said that they said you've already sealed your fate. You notice that they're 5 rings, and they're going to attack.
Just kill me already.
Just kill
I welcome the challenge.
Oh my god! They got a crit, didn't they?
Woo!
my
Oh my
level.
holy crap! No way!
They crit, didn't they?
Oh man, alive.
And then we kill the DM.
As he says that, you watch the both of them again, extreme unison, right? They both move and they come up as they're going to make a true killing strike, and you watch both of them just like you can hear the crack in their back. And like you watch both of them drop to the ground. I literally rolled 2 ones. They drop to the ground. Their blades on the ground. They're like, It's not your fight.
Caleb, dude,
Why?
I have a weird feeling. I think this is what's the word? Pity? I think I suddenly feel pity.
Honestly, I'm not kidding here at all. If you want to see the ones, they are there. I just can't believe it. I
Take a
don't
photo.
even.
Take a photo.
Take a photo. Here, guys, I'll take a photo. It is for reals. I'm not joking. I have ones, and it's so dumb.
You will die.
How bad these
I'm
guys
back.
are.
I'm back.
And then-
I legitimately, I was waiting to just have
Ones.
Nero decapitated. Like I was
just
expecting
don't
that to
even
happen.
believe-
I'll
I'm
post those-
stupid.
I'll post those to the social medias during the break.
I don't even know. Anyways,
It's like that time you rolled a 1 out of the D100 wins.
I know.
Well,
I don't.
No.
The story always rules, and that's what I've said with you guys before, right?
Yeah.
Story somehow freaking rules over anything. So my two old guys snap and just they drop. The blades are on the ground. They're holding their backs. This is not your fight. Leave us alone and let us find our tier.
Does anybody remember seeing Up? Oh, the fight that ended up.
Yeah. The old man fight. Yeah. It's whatever. Anyways, so you caught what they said?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, it's Calum's turn.
I'm going to pick up the sword he dropped.
Oh gosh.
You do not have any right to touch my sword. Roll touching.
Admit, concede, and we'll talk about your
I
tier.
would rather die.
We will talk about your tier when this fight is over.
I do not concede fights like this. What do you do?
They gave us swords a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
If Johnny did something, please.
Wow, yeah, we are now running an evil campaign.
No, I'm actually going
Weren't
to
we
use.
already?
I'm going to use Mage Hand to send the sword 30 feet in the air. It's like, then we continue
Why in the air?
because then he can't reach it.
Ye of little faith.
You got Misty Step, and maybe he does too.
The sword is still being held by my Mage Hand.
I would love to
So-
see a 100-year-old
Yes.
man make a 30-foot jump, though. I'm just saying.
Hops. Jedi.
I was gonna
Serious
say, guys,
hops.
don't go there. Don't go there. All
I'm
right.
not gonna just kill this man. I asked him to concede, he refused, so we continue the fight.
His honor demands it.
Ferial,
I'm unconscious.
you're stabilized and unconscious, right?
Yes.
Fernando.
Oh boy. So, do I want to go around and stab this guy? Is the real question with
What up?
this.
I just can't believe I rolled 2 once.
I'm not gonna lie, with my luck, when I talk about things, I was expecting to be decapitated. Do it now.
What are you doing?
That's what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm gonna basically go run up to this guy and essentially try to plant the pommel of my sword right squarely in his forehead.
Which guy?
This guy or the red?
Actually, never mind. There is another target. I'm going for that guy by Credence.
I want to play with the old guy.
Otherwise, I was going to go up to the old guys and just go and try to knock him senseless.
Okay. Okay, you're running up to him.
Yep. And normal attack, I guess. 14.
14 misses.
Action surge. But YOLO.
Question: would he have advantage because Credence and
Actually,
the
I
bear
would
are
have.
there?
Yeah.
So
You should
who
I
had
didn't.
advantage?
I didn't roll that advantage. In which case, then that would be an 18 to hit.
Okay, you do hit.
Okay. Woo, that's pretty. That's a 7, so that makes that a 15. I think?
15 damage.
Yeah.
All right. You
I'm
put down.
getting these numbers.
I have a +8 on damage. The reason why I have the +8 is because I am a duelist.
Yeah, but duelist is only if you have one weapon in one hand.
Yeah,
You
I'm
said
only
you had
using.
a dirk in one
I
hand.
have that in an offhand, yeah, but I'm not using that. That's more for, I guess, for flavor than anything else.
Yeah, but I thought with duelist you have to the duelist. One
So it's the
hand.
idea of an epee fighter, If you know what that is.
No idea.
So epee fencing is a fencing foil and a very small dagger for deflection. It's not a fighting weapon. Like you don't stab with it as much. It's
Right.
more for deflection. It's
But-
that
so
idea.
it is.
It's
kind
just
of
a flavor
one-handed
thing.
duelist.
He's not using it as an extra weapon. He's treating it as he's a one-handed sword fighter.
Okay.
That's
but it
that's
is in
all.
my hand.
He's
It's
basically
like
using it as a shield.
Right, but
It makes a lot more
specifically,
sense.
that's the point. Specifically speaking, with duelists, you can't have a shield.
He
while
doesn't have a
using-
shield. He doesn't have a shield.
It's
Right.
I don't
paper.
get it.
Let it be.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like the idea is like when he uses the reaction to up his defense,
Mhm.
makes a lot more sense if you're an epee fighter and you're actually using that dagger for the defensive part of it rather than just like a one-handed swordsman, which is actually more open to being hurt. Anyway, just saying.
Otherwise, the rest of that comes from 4 dex and 2 proficiency.
Yeah.
So that adds up to 8 to get massive hits, and I rolled a 7 on the dice.
Okay.
That's where it comes from.
How does proficiency go to
So-
damage?
Proficiency doesn't go to damage.
Doesn't it?
It doesn't.
No.
Where does it go to?
It only
It
goes to your
only
it only goes to your
dex
plus to
mod
hit.
plus bonus plus category. It that's how the app was calculating it. I don't know how the app calculates exactly,
I'll
but
look it up.
'Cause
too,
I
It's
got
okay.
it.
We won't worry about it for now. I'll look at it later and we'll get it fixed.
okay.
All right, so we'll just say 15, and it is now his turn. Woo, yeah, that does not make it. He turns to attack. He's unable to do so. He just deflects off of your armor, and it is now Bjorn's turn.
Okay, so his first attack hits.
Mm-hmm.
Does
What'd you roll?
2 on the d8, so that 2 hits. I got an 18 on the die with
Okay.
a plus 6.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, bears are kind of bad.
so broken.
8 points of damage on the first attack.
8 points
Does that kill him, or is he still up?
does not kill him.
Okay. Then there's another 12 points on the claws.
Okay, he's looking really rough at this point.
Okay.
It is now Mitten's turn.
Okay. So bonus action, I do healing word as a second level spell, and Fariel gets 11 hit points.
Heck yeah.
And then, did I hear them
Almost brings him to full.
Did I hear them say something about it too?
Um,
Am I too, like,
you might be a little far. You might have heard something like you heard him probably yelling for them to stop the fight, but may not have caught the tear thing because it was a little bit lower voiced.
Okay.
He wasn't yelling it.
Then I'm gonna go over to Credence and do cure wounds.
Okay. Credence, cure wounds, healing. 9 hit points. Awesome. He's like, oh, thank you there, kitty. As the hammer comes back in his hand and he just swings and uppercuts into this guy who then is down.
Not down. His head. His jaw's off.
No, he's down. He doesn't he doesn't actually try to kill him.
Okay.
He has kind of heard the situation and he's like he doesn't seem to want to do the killing. He's like, kill him, don't put the blade in them.
So Nero prepares to put a blade in.
Shalia, you're up.
I want to be a tree.
You can try again.
I'm gonna try again,
All right.
just because I want to be high up. 20, not natural, but
Okay. You get up in a tree.
yay!
You get a decent vantage into the trees.
That's the point.
Okay. And then what do you
It's
do?
a lot of fun having a climb speed.
I have a climb speed.
Bears have a climb speed.
Wait, what?
So you just took the mage hand. You just took the sword 30 feet above him with the mage hand, right? You didn't.
Yep.
Because I thought you said you used mage hand and flung the sword 30 feet up.
No, I basically handed it off the mage hand and it lifted it.
Okay,
That's
so
what I
it's just-
thought he
it's just-
said, and that's why I
That's
questioned
what
why
I heard. I was like, why did you throw it up? Because you said you threw it up.
I thought I
Second
said
up.
Yeah.
I thought I said sand.
Okay, so It's just hanging there 30 feet in the air.
Yep.
I want to shoot someone. Who should I shoot?
Mage hand is concentration.
I think it
No,
took your action.
it's
to
just a
climb the tree.
duration 1 minute.
Is that
Oh,
that's
just got a
movement?
1 minute duration.
That's movement. To climb a tree.
Because she's got a climb.
Yeah, but you wait. You have a climb speed?
I think so.
I don't think
No.
so.
No. It's climbing the tree and action. Not
If you have an actual climb speed, you don't have to make rolls to do it. You just climb.
Okay.
Like the Tabaxi, she can just climb.
So no. So that would be an action then. Take it-
No. It's your movement.
It's a movement. That's yeah.
Yeah, it's just movement.
Okay.
I'm wrong. Never mind.
It's just your
So then I could attack someone.
Yes.
Who should I attack, guys?
Your choice. You have disadvantage on the people on the ground. So you have disadvantage on everyone you can shoot.
Except
Why?
the two
What?
orc guys
They're on the ground.
standing.
They're not laying down.
never
they're
mind.
not prone.
They
She
can
should
drop
have. She
their
should
swords.
almost have advantage for the
Yeah,
point that she
for the
has
point
because
I
it's a
have.
lot easier to aim. But it's not advantage. It's just you have a good vantage point to shoot.
I'm gonna the red dot by the blue dice. Yeah.
Yep.
use the blue
You're gonna
dice.
shoot
That
the old
one.
man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That tracks.
Here I am trying to have
11.
a respectful duel.
11.
Apparently, I can't shoot.
She's
very
in
well.
behind.
Oh, I know.
11
Yeah, 11.
just shoots and just zip, and it kind of goes wide.
I haven't done that
It
yet.
ends up landing just kind of like over here. He's like, "You have horrible snipers."
I know.
Okay, and it is now Keith.
I'm going to move forward through the brush, so I'm right at the end of the edge of the tree line.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw a dagger at the one that she tried shooting.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything he said.
Yeah,
I
neither
just
one
see
of
him
us did.
attacking the people that I am traveling with. And that's a 24.
Okay.
To hit.
And technically,
Okay.
it's they're in melee with
Yeah,
someone
and they
else,
are in
so
melee with-
sneak
But you're
attack.
making a ranged attack because you're throwing a dagger.
But sneak attack.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Sneak attack.
I thought for required. Never mind.
No, that's
For
for something else.
advantage.
I'll stop you with the damage because he rolls with his reaction and catches the projectile. She's watching me just go catches it in 2 fingers.
No, you can't.
Do
Keep the
not
dagger
waste
back.
your time.
That was-
And he just sticks the dagger into the ground.
12 points.
That would have hurt.
He no
That
longer
hurt a
has a reaction.
Yeah, he no longer has a reaction.
Oh baby.
So
Everybody just jump him.
everyone, do you kill him now? Kill it with fire. Actually, you don't.
Nuke it from orbit. It's the only way to
We'll
show
drop a big
All right.
on it.
So Nero, your turn. But your guys. Oh, that is your guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
He no longer has a reaction, Nero.
So if I'm understanding this correct, Clarence, no, Credence. So we're not killing these people.
If they are who I think they are, no.
And if they're not who you think they are,
We should smash their heads in.
great. How do you tell the difference?
Do they have a 5-ring sword?
Do they?
They are not holding any.
Not that they're currently holding. No. I do look at the sword. I'm like, do I even know? Like, I assume
You
the
should.
5 swords.
You guys have seen the swords around, so
You've seen the symbols.
Yeah, I've got 2
Yeah,
medallions.
Has
of it.
Nero seen the symbol though?
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, you have. We've all seen them.
So yeah, you would know the symbol. You can see it on the bottom end of the blade and built in as the actual suba of the katana that he carries.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like he's 5 rings.
Don't try and kill them.
Just snap your neck.
Keyword.
Can I try to maim them?
Oh, you're insufferable.
I'll put the sword away.
That was a wise choice.
No, it was a dumb choice, but I'm talking more about the contract I had to sign.
You watch him, he's like, and he pops his back and grabs his blade. No.
I kill you.
No.
Now you know the meaning of pain.
Can we finish this? Lay down your weapon.
Credence, he's asked me to lay down my weapon. I don't want to. What's your suggestion?
Boss?
Lay down the weapon.
Yeah, I suggest you do the same thing. But then you know what?
Put your sword
That's what
away.
I thought we should do in the
I
first
put the
place.
sword away. He's asked me to drop it, and that's a completely different thing.
You do not understand English.
I have a -2 intelligence, buddy. I don't understand a lot of
You
things.
understand
Put your sword
common.
away. Ah,
I would like to point out I said I put my sword away before he stood up.
well,
Like,
yeah, I know. I meant just put your sword away. There. He turns. The other one turns at Caleb, and you see him. He's just like, ah! He pops it. He snaps them back too and stands up. Do not make me make the move I must make to get my sword back.
I am old and I am fragile. It might kill me in the process, but don't expect I won't try.
I promise I will kill you. Because I do
Snap
not
it
want
with
to
your neck
repeat
and
it again.
Oh.
The other
Should've
one's
done it while you had the chance,
the other
man.
one standing next to Nero. It's like, my brother is faster than me, and I will have my first shot against you. Should you not give him his sword back?
Can't do anything till it's my turn.
Combat seems
At
like
this
it's
point, combat is not so much going, but they're talking to you, and it is your turn.
Okay, I slowly start lowering the sword. It's like, we should I'd love to learn how you did that
He just reaches up,
fire thing.
remove the hand.
I dismiss it.
Why are you here, stopping us from finding Ditya?
What? And we're out of initiative right now, right? Oh, I can't hear them. Never mind.
Because
I'm going to leave the question that I
Yeah.
just asked, and we'll take a quick break because
Okay.
it's a little after 9. Take a fast break, guys. Get drinks, whatever you need to, and we will come back.
Back in that fight.
Yep. And I will send the roll of my 2 ones to you. welcome back. We just got through the combat and have kind of settled things a little bit. You were just asked what you were asked about the tier.
Yes.
We will resume.
Would you do me a favor and just ask the question again?
Why would you get in our way? Why would you get in our way? What? Sorry, I gotta get back into stuff.
This is why I asked you to do it again.
Why would you get in our way and beset us when we have killed these monsters, looking for our tier?
I'm gonna get up and start walking towards the two people who are obviously the strongest in the group.
Because we've been looking for their tier.
You think Skaar would care about the tier of the lady?
You seem awfully close-minded for a 5 rings member.
And how old you are. I mean,
All I'm saying.
You are familiar.
Do I know this person?
you met him when he was 20. You did not leave a good impression.
Can I do a history check or something? Or do I just know this person?
Sure. Give me a history check.
Okay. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Yeah.
24.
You're just thinking about it, and the moment that he says familiar, you're like the Rolodex of your memories going through everything you can think of your interactions with 5 Rings characters.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh my gosh, I was there that day.
Okay.
So these guys, you know them because 100 years ago, they actually wrested a tier of the lady from a beast of a creature that was raping, pillaging, murdering its way across in search of one of these things. It was a hulking beast that carried 2 giant great swords and carried a mark on its hand. It was murdered by these 2 men, and they took the tier. Now you're starting to make connections. That tier, more than likely, just knowing the clothing and everything of these people, these are probably from that village a couple of villages ago where the mayor got the upheaval and all that stuff.
Yeah.
These are that family more than likely.
Okay.
The tier that was in their treasury is probably the same tier. And the fact that this tier's here, there's some sort of crazy convoluted weirdness going on.
Because this tier was stolen 3 months ago. And these people hadn't even left this village then.
Right.
So
and the Skaar said that they've had the tier for 10 years.
And then also, didn't the mayor's wife was the one that took the tier when she left the village?
They believe, yeah, that that family ran off with the tier and then ran away.
I'm sorry, how long have you known that these people have had the tier? And yes, I use the word people because I'm open-minded like that.
What do you mean?
Because to my understanding, these people have had the tier for 10 years. And, well, I don't know. They're from that same village.
So real quick, what are their names?
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
Because they are.
This is...
Would you
I
consider me a
apologize.
person?
Yeah.
Would you consider any of my kind of people?
Yeah.
Yes. Well then. They're
Well
people. They
This
are
is
highest people, mainly
Gil Young.
peaceful people.
Gil
but they're
Young.
people.
and Gil Chang.
And Gil Chang.
If a cat can be a person,
And
you know
what
what's an
sort of...
Sorry.
people.
Yeah, Gil 1 and yeah.
How do you spell that?
Thing 1 and thing 2.
Gil Young. So you could either say K or G-I-L, and then Young like Y-O-U-N-G, and Gil Chang. So K or G-I-L, and then C-H-A-N-G.
What was my relationship with these people?
Oh, so when this stuff was going on, you had sought it out just to see what this creature was, so you could have a good story. And a village pretty well got slaughtered when these two young boys, who were masters of the blade, came in and faced him, just the two of them against him, after he'd taken out like an entire like group of town's guards and stuff. He killed like 40 people.
Freaking rat.
And
What?
then these two kids took him on at full steam and eviscerated him basically with their full power. And then they were able to take the tear from him.
Okay. 1 second, I'm writing this all down.
That's fine.
Just-
These guys are basically heroes from a century ago.
Mhm.
Like people, anyone alive or from around that time, anywhere from any old people would know who these guys are for sure.
Mhm.
But they're not like hugely famous. They're heroes from what they did. People who know their family and stuff would know.
Okay.
You are familiar.
It seems you still don't think before you leap. Is this one Gil Chong or Gil Young?
Which one are you talking to? The one up
The
here?
one who's speaking to me.
That's Kilyang.
Oh, Kilian.
Yeah.
Kilian, I'm surprised you're still around.
I am not surprised you are.
No, I don't imagine you would be. These people have had a tear for a long time. They've been missing theirs longer than you've been on your journey.
No, not true. Our family left when we found the dishonor in my great-great-great-grandson.
That's a lot of greats. How is
And-
Tenma doing, by the way?
I would not know.
He left before that all happened because the family left when the guy killed
I
himself.
assume he would be doing well. Tenma was an honorable man. Unlike our great-great-great-grandson. We don't even speak his name.
He's just the great-great-great-grandson. He used to be greater, but then we dropped
Not so great-great-great-grandson.
How many grandsons do we have?
A lot currently. I'd like to have a great grandson.
You're more like the great.
Shut up. I knew that joke was coming.
I'm losing character because I'm laughing.
Sorry, guys. I had to think about his age. I'm like, 3 greats is about where it should be. He was a liar. The stone that we took from the treasury, which was rightfully ours, was a fake. It seems he may have lost it about 10 years ago.
Well, what a coincidence.
You guys need to check your vault more often.
It was a fake, but whoever kept inventory believed it to be true, as a rightful gem. And if he was keeping things under wraps to try and maintain honor, he would never have reported something of that magnitude. He was dishonorable in many ways. So we simply want our tear back.
So why don't
And
give
so
it to
you
him?
killed a village.
They are monsters.
One of them used to be a member of the Five Rings as well.
Yes.
Well, he took something
No
from someone of the Five
respect.
Rings.
No respectable 5 rings member would let Iskaar into the rings. They are not trustworthy. Credence makes his way over at that point.
I'm going with him.
Yeah, no, that's not exactly the best way to be thinking, I know. You're on in years, but come on. Haven't we got past the silly civil wars? You are a fool, Tejungi.
You know, it's funny. I would say the monster is the one currently standing in the pile of bodies. But that's just from where I'm standing.
You have not lost like I have to them. You live in the waters.
I'm gonna climb up and sit next to you. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I followed the Credence, by the way.
Okay.
But
You gonna be possum.
yeah, can I be a possum?
You're gonna just hang upside down and
I'm gonna use. I'm gonna climb up and sit next to her.
you're just sitting and watching the scene.
Yeah, just sitting watching.
Okay.
Got nothing to do with us.
Would you like me to climb up to next to you guys as well? As a
Maybe
bear?
on the other side of the tree.
I want to see the bear try to hang upside down.
And suddenly the serious conversation disappears.
Yeah, it's all right. So
The
I having the tear always seemed fishy to me. Just saying.
I mean, 10 years. I'm pretty sure in most courts that's ownership at that point.
You know, I'd probably ask.
we had it for a
because
century.
they got it from these guys.
Have you asked them where they got the tear from?
Or did you just come and swing it?
We found out finally in a journal written by our dishonored great 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 grandson that he had lost it to a thief. He had tracked it back to the Skaar. A priest tried to take it back.
And then defiled it with blood?
Do you have any idea what that priest did to it?
No,
We do.
Really bad things.
We found it hidden in a shrine to
Freya.
Freya with a dagger of Becheron. touched it.
What?
It's
And then-
okay. I fixed it.
Brigands fixed it.
Well, we
No.
all fixed it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even I helped, as surprising as that might be.
you say it. Nobody knows about them except you.
Hmm?
Nobody knows about what they are except you.
Mm.
So, yeah, your priest was not a very good man by what I could tell. If he tried to get it back, looks like he did, but not for good reasons. Don't know what is going on in your village, but I think you should have taken your blade to those people and not to them, not to these ones here and that are laying at your feet. The dishonor is brought upon all of you in your anger. You just see just raw anger in him.
I'm really staying in my tree now.
Yeah.
He draws his blade at Credence.
Mm. Which one?
Kilchang.
I know what I want to do.
I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do? You can
Uh,
tell me what you'd like to do.
I'm going to draw my sword, saying, "I'm sorry, I can't let you do that. I'm under contract."
I'm gonna mage hand his sword away.
That won't work.
It's in his hand.
It doesn't say it can't be worn or carried.
Yes, I understand, but it would have to be some sort of a
There-
strength against strength. There's no way it just automatically takes it out of his hand.
Also, a mage hand can only lift 5 pounds.
10
Yeah,
pounds.
it can only
10
only
pounds.
lift 10 pounds. So if it can only resist up to 10 pounds of stuff,
There's no way.
even with his old frailty, he can outdo 10
Okay.
pounds.
Him just holding the sword with his body weight is way more than 10 pounds.
Okay.
Well,
you could
it's a
make-
grip thing. It's
Yeah.
not your full body weight. It's how
Yeah,
much you can
like to
keep.
wrest it out of his grip, he still has more than 10 pounds of pressure.
Yeah,
in his
I'm
grip.
not debating.
Now
that.
he is going to feel it.
So you, maybe
So
mess
you
up
put
the
that mage
strength.
hand on there, and he's just going to be like, "Let this blade go," and you watch it just it flashes, and you immediately feel the mage hand go away. Like it just a little just hint of flash from the blade. Ah! He turns to swing, and you see Credence. He just like, "Not today." He just whacks him on the because he actually turns to swing at you from what you did.
Oh.
He knows what you did. He turns and just goes, just smacks him on the back of the head. I hope I didn't kill him. And Kill Young sees that. He's like, "You may be right. My brother and his hot-blooded temper always gets the worst, or always got the best of him.
He's been like this ever since we killed the one guy and he got that mark on his hand.
I will take him. But with all this time, tell us that the tear is safe.
It is.
Yeah, it's right here. He pulls out the tear, and Credence pulls it out and shows him. We weren't going to let it get into bad hands. My family will do the penance we must do to regain our honor. And we will do right by those that have been lost here. Even if to me they may be monsters. I do not believe they probably deserved this. They seem to never have done anything bad to this. Just simply stealing treasure. Surviving. Well, they actually said to them it was sacred. What? Look. And Credence actually takes him over to like the longhouse and opens it up. And there's a small shrine to the lady inside. Even these people believe in something good sometimes. You see Keel Young like really having a hard time with the whole situation, but he's like he stops and with tears almost in his eye, like tears almost coming down his face, and they're just starting to well in his eyes. We will do right by them. I shall return to my family and fix this. You have my apologies. But before I leave, you carry on you a blade you should not.
Admittedly, I picked this up a while ago.
I know who you got it from.
Really? Because I don't.
That is an honorable family. The blade deserves to be put in their shrine, not be held by some criminal.
Ooh. Harsh words. You barely know me. That doesn't mean you're wrong, but that means you don't know me.
You look like one I have heard of. Nero.
I go by Wellington, thank you, but yes. That is actually the smuggling name as well.
I know.
Yeah?
You may go by another name, but you seem to be the one I know. And your hands are unclean and unfit for that blade.
So the funny thing about honor, it's kind of like money. It only works on those people that believe in it.
So you think. One day you will learn. It is the only currency that you actually have. He turns and goes and gets his brother. And surprisingly strong, again, for this age, carries him out. You guys have a destroyed village. A lot of dead bodies. Yeah?
I'm going to peek out the road, look down the road. Is our cart still there?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good.
Remember that song that I mentioned I wrote back in Tegu?
Of course. Shellington was
Yeah,
there.
I'm singing that right now.
Okay.
I can't actually if you'd like, but
If you would like to, go ahead.
let me remember the tune to it. It sounds a lot better with instruments in it.
Well, Nero's going to go ahead and look around.
I'm
Okay.
going to check for anyone who's possibly still alive.
I'm hanging upside down in my tree.
Okay, there are actually a few that are not dead. I think I don't know what Mittens is gonna do, but Credence did actually do well enough on his stuff. This one is okay. Really
One
pissed.
out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I don't have all of them represented on
I know.
there, but yeah.
But 1 out of...
I'll also be going around trying to help bandage up and stabilize. it
Okay,
when I can.
those who are actually looking to help the Ska'ad, make me 3 medicine checks each.
The ones who are looting for
sparing the
things.
dying.
Wow. Oh, well, then we don't need to worry about that because she can spare all that are dying.
We're gonna go back to the cart.
You're going back to the cart.
Yep.
I'll spare the dying.
Yes.
For us that are looking for valuable things,
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I will stab you.
what would you like me to roll?
Investigation.
I'm going to look around.
Lucky occasionally.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
Well, you see, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Great, and my intelligence is a -2.
So you rolled a 3.
Yes.
Okay. Well, you don't see anything of great monetary value other than the little shrine to the lady, because there is a little bit of some gold in that.
God stuff, you don't touch that.
Yeah. Other than that, the most of it's all iron and weaponry and stuff that's really crude. You don't really find great value in it. There are books and things, but to you, you don't find much value in it. So,
Actually, -2 intelligence. You're correct. I don't.
given
find much.
your value, given your role, yeah, you don't find much value in it. Those going back to the cart. When you get back there, you see Shellington pop his head up.
Oh, look, the turtle's still there.
The
It just kind of
watchpoint.
narrows its eyes at you a little bit.
Hey, look, I've risked my life plenty of times to save you.
Once.
Plenty of times for a turtle.
It's just
turtle
kind of
shrug. Just the shell.
We're gonna search the cart a little more thoroughly now that
Oh my
watching us.
Okay, you begin searching the cart, and
Shellington's
Shellington
watching.
actually like
Shellington
snaps
is
at you.
sitting in the cart. Anything of value is probably under him.
He just like
Oh, and his shell.
Oh, come on. With who your boss is.
Subtitles. There has to be one of us.
Can't wait till we'll be able to speak with him.
One of us has to be the responsible adults.
Turtle.
Yeah.
I can't look around the cart. I'm not taking anything. You could just show you out of the cart. You couldn't get it on your own.
Yes, you're gonna push a large turtle out of a cart against its will.
Well, she's distracting the turtle.
make your roll.
Nope.
No! Really?
4.
You go reaching and you grab his flipper, and he's like, like turns and snaps at you.
Quick, look, he's distracting the turtle.
The turtle eats the bird.
All right.
In the greatest twist
So-
of fate, the turtle has bird stew.
So, in an odd act, Mittens actually spares the dying of all the Ska'ad that she can. There are only a couple of losses. The rest are all okay, just with some pretty nasty wounds. But you are able to heal the village. You guys are able to get back to the cart. You're not able to really get much out of Shellington.
Stupid turtle.
With him there.
We'll bring the cart up.
Good.
Okay, so you guys pull the cart up and come into the village again. You guys? Anyone
Well,
else?
I
What
was
you doing?
just going to search the rest. Like, I don't know if they got the whole village or is that all of the village? What we can see.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah,
There's a little bit more out this way, but
I'd just be searching through the village looking for injured people and stuff.
okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm
Again,
gonna
you guys were able to find all the injured people and help.
I'm
I'm just
gonna
gonna grab
put
my
out
dagger.
any fires.
Any fires, okay?
Yeah, you did mention that some buildings
Right.
were on fire. So.
Okay.
Quick
You're able to
question.
salvage at least a couple of buildings. Some of them were too far gone.
Okay, so the bronze. Do they have a bronze brazier at all?
A bronze brazier.
He's trying to resummon his familiar.
No, yeah, they have
Okay.
like heavy iron pots and such like that.
Yeah, close enough.
No.
I'm talking freedoms.
Yeah, probably.
Comes back as a mangy looking bird.
Well, that's
Or
one of the.
it comes back as like Errol.
That's one of the requirements. I need a bronze brazier.
Yeah. need a bronze brazier and like a whole bunch of incense and
Mhm.
all sorts of stuff to do the ritual to bring it back.
Yeah. Like it cost me 10 gold to bring it back.
Yeah,
That kind of sucks.
yeah, it sucks because they also have like no hit points, so like they get hit.
It's got 3 health.
Yeah,
They're really
like
sucks.
in Critical Role, that stupid cat gets kicked once by a dude and it's dead. He's got to take all that time to summon the stupid thing back over and over and over.
He also changes it so many times too.
Anyways, so anything else you guys doing in here? Oh, the one that had told you where to go and everything, he's here.
Oh, good. He's
Yeah, he did. He survived. When he sees you guys, he since you are all in here, you have helped them. Obviously, you're not here to take the place over. They recognize that you're healing. The one is like, normally our people don't exactly like to be healed.
Figured it's better than the alternative.
I'm not healing anybody. I'm just making sure they don't die.
Yeah, I know, but you got other people trying to help and bring them back and
Oh,
everything.
they can do healing.
I hand his medallion. I was like, be that as it may, sometimes you need help.
Well, I'd rather have our people, so I thank you. Yeah. Thank you. He puts the medallion back. So, Credence, you were asking about that forge. Come with me. He takes him off into the longhouse. He's like, I can't wait to find out now.
It was still a side quest.
Hmm?
Oh, Tay's just looking at me with a face that I can only imagine is saying, "See, I did the right thing." And all I can say is, it was still a side quest.
It was. So, Credence disappears for a little while and he comes back. He's got this thick old book. It looks really tattered and messed up on the outside. He's like, huh?
Sorry.
No, what?
I said crunch in the middle because it made me think of something else.
Crunch in the middle. No, so yeah, he brings it over. He's like, well, maybe I found something here. We should get to bed. We best be getting a move on these. And the Scar don't exactly like the people, even if we are welcome for a little while for helping them. I'd rather just be on our way.
Agreed.
Wonderful. I say, walking over to the body of one of the 2 guardsmen we killed and picking him up. So what are we doing with this?
We did kill a couple of the guys that were ready.
Yeah, no, but we killed these guys.
Yeah, the Scar that had talked to you guys before is like, those are ours.
I don't think you want to get in the way of this one.
Leave them to us. It'll help make a better warning against others who want to come into the village. Unless you have other reasons to take them.
Well, it is my kill. I mean,
What are you going to do with it?
probably bury it.
Oh,
All right, fine. I'll
That's my
leave it
job.
here.
I'm the one to bury things.
Yes, I'll bury it. I definitely won't search it and see if its armor is better than the one I currently have.
Murder hobo.
I'm just asking for
Resourceful.
Murder
I don't
hobo.
think he'll care if you take the armor.
You want the armor?
Does it look any better than mine? Does it even look like it'll fit me?
The guy was similar in size. It probably would fit you. It's really beautiful. It's like layered plate. It's not metal plate though, right? It's some really hardened substance. Like you'd probably have to do some investigation to find out. But it feel like you can knock on it. It kind of has that like almost sounds wooden, like, but it's like lacquered. It's an odd type of material to you by what you can tell, but it did a freaking good job to protect them when you were trying to hit them. Let's see here. For you got a 16. It probably is better than what you currently have. You got a chain shirt, yeah?
Yeah.
Or no, you have an 18 with the shield,
Yeah.
right? And then you have a chain shirt, right? Chainmail.
I have a chainmail. Yeah.
So this would be better than that.
Now here's the only problem that I'm currently thinking of. This probably doesn't take water very well.
No, you wouldn't want to be in the water with this.
On second thought, I'm good. I say, I guess, unceremoniously dropping the body back on the ground and walking away.
I
us.
might take it though, if it's not metal.
It's not metallic, no.
Is it what? How heavy of armor is it?
So it is technically quite light, but it is also quite strong. So it would be considered heavy armor, but it is light. Like it's like medium armor as far as weight goes.
Okay, I don't have proficiency in medium armor, so.
Okay.
We're playing cards on the turtle's back.
No, he's playing cards too.
No. He's not that intelligent.
He
Just
doesn't
snaps
have
at, it just
thumbs.
snaps at you every once in a while when you like get on his fin or something, or flipper, I mean, and then he just kind of sucks his head back
You
and
don't
just
play
doesn't
cards back?
care.
No,
Not that one.
What is Mark?
Who's he helping cheat?
Probably her because it's
They're
like
like
Mark's
playing
deck.
poker. One of them bluffs, and he just goes.
All right, guys. Best comic book character ever. All right, so you're not gonna take the armor.
No.
You're you didn't want the armor either because you don't have the proficiency in it. Okay.
And yes, I
don't
did
wear
take the
armor.
glory for your kill.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Okay. He's like, that works fine. I stick the whole body on a pike, it'll work real well.
Ouch.
If they wanted it, he would have taken them. Yeah.
I'm done listening. Let's go.
Okay.
Before I go,
Oh my god.
hold on.
Let's go.
I was promised the story behind that medallion.
Well, stupid kid came into our camp one time trying to fight us. He was really good. Killed a lot of my men. I took his head, split it in two. He had one of these medallions on him.
That's right, Tay. When you said one of these guys was
I
actually
said that.
yeah. No,
Oh, he had a medallion, as far as I knew.
he had a defaced medallion.
So, I said former.
I marked it. Just to let them know I took one of their people.
Okay. That was quite different from the story I was expecting.
Well, it was exactly
Sorry.
the story I was expecting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Igualmente.
Can we go now?
I'll be honest, I'm with her on this one.
Are
I'm
you done with
ready
your
to get outta
questions?
here.
Can we go now?
Can we go now?
Here we go now.
Can we go now?
I don't even know why I did
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet?
Let's just
there.
go.
Okay,
Is Credence out of the building yet?
he's already gone.
Just for my own notes, what?
He's
is
like
this?
over at the cart.
Me too.
Oh, then he's with us.
Yeah, he's actually. Why
I don't
don't
think
you
you ever
deal
found
me and I'll be
No,
waiting on
I-
Caleb for a
it's
while.
just for
I'm
the
going to the
I'll
cart
join
too.
them as well.
Hey,
Oh, we're all playing cards.
he just conk 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 on the shell. Thank you for being the table.
What are you doing to Shellington?
Thanks
He's
for
a
being a
table.
watch twiddle.
Get
You
no.
were a good watch twiddle.
Why would you leave him in charge?
Hey,
He's smarter than
More
you.
responsible than you.
So if you're coming in there and
Yeah.
he sees you, he's like, he just actually like moves. You watch him just kind of clonk down on the ground.
Picking up all the cards.
You know, we're
Matt,
still sitting on
just
him
for
on
my
the
notes,
ground.
what's that guy's name?
Who?
He's asking about the orc.
Just
The Scar? I thought I gave you his name. Before.
no. He pointedly did not say it.
Okay.
But just for my notes.
Garfane.
Garfane?
Yep.
Garfane, did you eat the lasagna?
Not Garfield. Thank you very much.
I'm still singing.
Yes,
can actually sing that if you'd
actually
like
would
to
like
hear
you to
it.
hear. I'd like to hear the song while
I'll
he's
just do,
singing
like,
in this whole
the
situation.
First verse of it and
We
chorus.
did not mean to
once
ignore
through.
you.
There was blood in the air. I was on all fours, screaming life isn't fair. Break down these walls, and their marksmen hit their mark, and their cloaks of justice are only clothes after all. Born young and wild, don't let them cut your tail. Just a pinch of salt in the wound will be fine. One last lifeline, I'm hanging high. That keeps on going after that.
I like it. You have to show me that song.
Yeah.
I like that.
I
I could.
linked it in the group chat once.
Yeah, I think I'd heard it before. So I could actually, like, while you're singing this and everyone's kind of going off, you guys ride off on the cart as he continues singing this song, kind of leaving rather sad air of the situation, you know, sad feeling in the air as you ride off.
By the way, for the stream, the song is Walls of the Revolution by the Arcadian Wild, in case you're wanting to look it up.
Cool. Let's see. So you guys made it through the situation. You're riding on. Credence is reading in the book for quite a while as you're riding up north. As you continue riding down the road north, up the road north, I guess. I always think of north as up. But
Remember, the enemy gate is always down.
the enemy gate's always down. So finally you hear him. That makes a lot of sense. Well, I think that we may have hit a good little bit of information here.
I'm gonna look over his shoulder. Can I read the book?
You can try to. What languages do you know?
Common and Arn.
You do not know what the world you're looking at. The script is just odd. It's illegible.
But now you can copy it.
Yeah, now I can copy it.
Now you can copy it. Yeah.
No idea what I'm copying, but
Yeah, you can make a bunch of funny symbols.
Druidic Elvish Giant of Primordial for the book?
No.
Okay.
Are you all looking over his shoulder?
surreptitiously?
All of us are like,
Just checking the text and if we recognize anything.
I'm just gonna keep an eye on where he puts the book when he's done.
Oh, also Thieves Camp. I also know Thieves Camp.
Yeah.
Common, Elven, Sylvan, and Draconic.
Just imagine this scene where every time one of these guys speaks, just like another head pops in the frame looking over the shoulder. First it's Key, then it's Bjorn, then it's Calum.
It's like, I don't think any of you know how to speak my people's language, so don't worry about it.
Nope.
That's
Is
my
this the
Connor.
tattered book he's looking at?
Mm-hmm.
I might have to go up and talk with him later and see if he needs help mapping things. If he can give me descriptions, and so I can go try to create a recreation of what is being described.
You don't have to worry. I know exactly where we're going.
Fold-out map of the book.
No, he's like,
Totally worth it.
so one thing that is definite amongst the Taejungi, they freaking know their mountains.
Mhm.
They know their mountains. And after what he's read, he's like, I know exactly where we're going. And it's not pretty. Well, it's actually kind of pretty, but it's dangerous.
Question: is it
Of course
more
it
or
is.
less dangerous than a Minotaur, a dragon, and the two Rings members we just almost got into confrontation with?
A lot worse.
Oh, fun.
Well, maybe not worse than those guys when they were young, but not good.
And that's why contracts are made.
Also
If
why
it,
they're broken.
if it was worse than those two when they were young, I'd be leaving you now. You can go kill yourselves on your own time. Thank you.
Well, like I said, not worse when they were young.
so you know where we're going, but none of us know where we're going.
Yeah.
That's usually how the
So
one-
what happens if something happens to you?
Well, the
has to
And
be
I'm
over.
going to tell you where
Oh,
we're
well,
going,
good.
so don't worry.
If something happened to him, then there's no one to make the sword. I don't think any of us would know.
Well,
how
I
to.
mean, if he could, like went unconscious or something, you know.
So
Isn't that why you're here?
never know.
You watch him undo the bag that he has and open it as wide as he can. He's like trying to shove the book in. He's like, I get in there.
Yeah. Can I see into the bag?
Yeah, you see into the bag and it's a black empty hole.
Pack of devouring.
As he just kind of ties it tight.
He makes not a personal name.
He makes no empty bag.
They did in the
Empty
third
bag.
D&D movie.
Huh?
They did in the third D&D movie.
Why did you have to bring that up?
I've done some really cool things with those kind of bags. Anyways, yeah. So he puts that back in there and he reaches before he ties it off. He actually reaches in and pulls out a rather like it's on skin. It's a rather like thick roll that he undoes and it's a big map.
Can I tell if that's human skin?
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Probably
Tajin,
no.
you're not like
You're
that.
an elf. I would care that.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Elven skin. I couldn't care less if it's human skin.
I was gonna say yes, it is. No, I'm just kidding. No,
I'm just like,
um,
don't look at my stuff. I'm just kidding.
more than likely, it's probably like an ox or like
Okay.
something or an elk or something like that.
Fair.
Yeah,
It sounds so much more menacing when you say it's made of skin.
yeah. It's hide. It's made of hide.
That's
It is made of
worse.
your skin.
So-
I lean over to
Tay
you.
hide.
She's like, may I look at that later?
Yeah, no. So yeah, he unravels it. He's like, we're going right here, and he shows. He's like, now we're here, though. So it's going to be a little while. He circles everything and shows you guys.
How distracted we
It's
What are y'all looking at me?
if we keep a straight distance on this, we can make it in about a month.
So 5 months it is.
But I know a good road to keep us safe as best we can. So you guys now know he's circled the spot in the mountains that you actually are going into. It is up in the actual like Tijigi range. So it's going to be really treacherous and well protected by those who probably like if anyone even knows about it anymore.
It's kept by those who are dead.
But it is a long way. It is a ways off. So you guys know that. Let's see here. We've got.
Currently 10 o'clock.
It is 10 o'clock. At this point, I think we're going to leave it, and we'll get back to it. You guys are going to have some good travel. I'll roll up the stuff for your actual travel there. You may actually get there without having any issues because it's a pretty clear road the direction you guys are going, and not going to run into a lot of towns. So you may be okay, but we'll see. I'll roll
We
up
may not get
what you
sidetracked.
encounter.
We will see.
Yeah, you may not get sidetracked. Maybe not. Okay.
Not
For those that were here and watched us, I heard the chat was actually pretty busy. That's awesome. Keep sharing this with friends. Show them. Invite them to come and watch with you. Share it from YouTube. We do put these up we put it up back basically like we're back a week on those.
Yeah. I try to get it up as soon as possible, but my computer's been struggling.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I'm
But
thinking
yeah.
of doing it a week delay, so that way I have the time to actually go through it.
Yeah, and that's just fine. Share it with your friends there. I have posted all of the videos, I believe, from Forgotten World Adventures on Facebook. Go find us there as well. We're not the New Zealand travel site. We're the one that actually has the planet, like the map done on it, purple and black. Obviously, go like Studio Nathan. We have all of our stuff on Studio Nathan and YouTube. And follow his other stuff.
Glad to host this.
Yeah.
It's been great.
Absolutely. We are very thankful to Studio Nathan for having it. Well, Nathan,
Yeah.
Studio Nathan for having us and doing this. Check out his other stuff. He does actually do quite a lot. He does playthroughs
I do some playthroughs
and
things,
sketches and stuff.
If you keep an eye, I'm going to do more serious show style things on the live stream.
Yeah,
within
and
the
as
next month or so.
as we get some time, we also may be doing some more things with us and
I'm hoping-
sharing
yeah,
some
I'm
other
hoping
things
to
too.
Do like a table talk kind of thing, where it's like either before or after another day we get it's like just a few of us get together and talk about the previous episode,
Right.
kind of thing.
Which is kind of fun. You can see us in a little bit
Casual.
more casual setting. And not that we're not really casual anyway, but yeah. We hope to see you guys back again next week. Bring some friends. We'll see you again. Have a good night.
Bye.